Hello YouTube people, I'm Smudges and welcome to my new video. So for starters, let's open up our sketchbook. Whoops, a little glimpse of another illustration. Gather the sketches that I did previously in another sketchbook to use as a reference for this illustration. So you can see I did quite a few sketches to figure out how the illustration is gonna go, and I also tried to plan out the pages in the page in the bottom right corner of the screen. So those are the tools I'm gonna use, and let's get into the sketch. And while that's going, I'm gonna talk about the theme, that is baguette. I mean the cultural differences that you may encounter when you move to another country. So if you don't know already, I am Portuguese and I recently moved to France. And there are some cultural differences that I noticed until now, since when I moved until now. And they aren't major differences, but they are interesting and are funny, and today's cultural difference is baguette. Or better, the types of bread that French people eat a lot, that is baguette. I mean, you will go into the bakery store and all you see there displayed is baguette. There are a few different types of baguettes, but they are still, you guessed it, baguette. There is also other types of bread, but they aren't that many, and mostly is baguette. Even in the supermarket, on the bread section, is all like the fresh bread is all baguette. And for me, this is really different from Portugal, because in Portugal we have like a gazillion different types of bread. We have water bread, whole bread, tiger bread that is really yummy, regular bread. We also have baguette, we have cornbread, and one that I really like that is kind of special because they only sell it on Sundays is, well, I don't know how to pronounce it in English. I don't know if there is any name for it, so I'm gonna say in Portuguese, is rosca. So there are lots of types of bread, and here is a little bit more limited. So yeah, that's a really big difference because I really like bread and all those types of bread, and here there isn't that many, at least where I live. So I guess I'm gonna have to live without bread and just eat baguette. You can walk, while you walk in the street, like whatever, if you are going home or something, you will see people carrying like a dozen baguettes or 20, because here people have larger families. I mean, some people have larger families, so they have to buy more bread because it's part of the meal, and in every meal there is a piece of bread or to eat as a snack or something like that. So you will see people with tons of bread. And I also did an illustration illustrating just that, and that is on my Instagram. I did try to record it and I was going to use it instead of this illustration, but that didn't go very well, so I ended up using this one. So yeah, that's all I wanted to say about baguettes, and now let's talk about this illustration. I had a few problems while coloring this illustration, as you may have noticed from the video, which is some colors bled into each other, but I managed to pick that up and correct it. And that happened because I think I did not wait long enough for the watercolors to dry. So when I applied the next color, it bled into the previous one. And with the baguettes as well, as you can see, I'm having again trouble coloring it because the watercolor is going all over and I can't make the lighter, the little lighter spots of the bread. So, but I also managed to correct that, and that's, I mentioned this already, but that's one of the features that I like about watercolor. That is, if you are fast enough to pick up the color, you can basically correct it and it won't be noticeable. So another thing that I forgot to mention about the baguettes is that the way they sell the baguettes in the bakery store. In the supermarket they have a bag, but still it isn't like a complete bag. It won't cover the whole baguette. But in the bakery store they will sell it just like you see it in the illustration with a piece of paper wrapped around it and just in the center, and the rest is just opened. So if it's raining, you better bring your plastic bag to cover the baguettes, otherwise you're gonna get wet baguette. So that's it for today's video, and if you want to check out the sketches I did for this illustration and the other illustration I did for this segment of my project, you should go to my Instagram, because as I said in my previous video, I won't be doing videos about every single illustration because that is just not possible. And yeah, my Instagram is a little bit more personal, but I put my art stuff in there as well, and it is a great place if you want to get to know me better and check out my art as well. So comment, like, and if you liked, subscribe and stick around for more. Bye bye.